Hello, everyone. My name is Seth, and welcome to the What If Deku Had the Wax Fruit. So, before we go into what the what if this, or you might be wondering, what the heck is the wax fruit? It's this one from One Piece. So, this is my version. version of the So if you want to watch someone else's version of this, go right ahead. And plus, I'm also making it's his power, so I'm turning it into Logia type. So basically, the he can transform into a wax man. Similar to Mr. 3. But the I am making that power more like a fusion of Mr. Three's Delbert and her paint thing. And like when she painted the armor. Yeah, it's just with that powerful power in the quirked world. In the quirked world, where people like Inko and Midnight and rest of them running around, I make him the ultimate crafter thing. And I'm making Zuku's power because I know the wax fruit of Mr. Three's one is stronger than steel or iron. I'm making my version twice as strong. That's so strong no one can even break it. Like he can, not even All Might or All for One could break it. And I'm also throwing in Zumi so that to keep things interesting. So yeah, let's begin. They were born at age of 4. At age of 4, they went to a quirk doctor. Right. So they went to a quirk doctor. Where is he? And he was like, both of you have quirks. of fire manipulation. Okay? So, yeah. Then they start training. Or actually, before they left, the doctor told Inko and them that Zuko has a other power that will help it too. It's called wax fruit or wax. It's the ultimate wax. So, what does that do? Well, it turns a person's entire body into wax. So, but that's only Logia part. It doesn't affect him, but he can create weird stuff. So yeah, 15 or time skip to 15, and Zuko and Zumi. I'm doing a little bit of a different. I'm making one change. So Zuko didn't do the robot part. So he's been disqualified from going to UA. So yeah, then only Zumi he goes in to be Class 1A student. As I'm skipping the rest, because they're in canon, but with Zumi instead of Zuko. As when Zuko made sure that his sister was doing okay, as he peeks right through, as he sees a bunch of villains, as maybe they're just training. As Zumi knows he's close by, so as she yells out, "Big brother, they're picking on us." As he comes in, as he says, well, good thing. As he uses his wax and he grabs every villain and like throw him around like a little rag doll. What up, big brother? There's a Nomu as he transforms into a big buff character with the same outfit as he says, as he's beating the Nomu right out of it, oblivion. Yeah. And he used every technique that even he beats everyone, or he beats every villain as he grabs everyone else, like all the students, comes back, set them outside as they couldn't believe that someone actually came to save them from there. As he says, thinking as I was in the neighborhood. when that happened. So, by now, when as he hucks around, as all Eraserhead's like thing, because his like nocturnally blind, and 13 saw Zuko's as true powers, like so. As everyone and like couldn't believe that Zuko can more. So yeah. Then after that, they Nezu asked Razorhead about what happened to there. Well, of course, he says, well, where's the students first? As I was knocked out, so they're fine. But whatever happened to you? Well, of course, he explains in that as 13 was still in recovery, as the detective tells them or asks them what happened here. Well, we got attacked by a villains. Then our teacher was knocked out. And then 13 got injured. But we were in a panic mode. We were in a panic, but Zuko, actually a miracle happened. What kind? As Zumi says, hold on. Zumi says, well, and then as my brother was in the neighborhood, he knew what to do. Who? And his power is actually wax fruit. Or wax. So, fire manipulation. Actually, his quirk is fire manipulation, but his power is similar to you, Momo. But he can create random objects without having to memorize it. As Momo looks at her and tells her, that's pretty overpowered. Yeah, but my brother also could change his appearance too. He could be anyone. And it's like Clayface, but with wax. So yeah. Then All Might's like, huh, the Zuko character is different. And Zuko goes, then a couple more days have passed. Sports festival. And then all that other stuff. I'm skipping the sports festival, camp park, or actually, when Endeavor heard that, where is Endeavor? I don't have his picture. So, yeah, Endeavor heard that Zuko, or no, Zuko is really good with powers. As Bunny Girl and, or of course, everyone says, well, let's see. Zuko, come on down. All right. As he had a power to, like, as he walks down, as he transforms it into Bunny Girl, as they see like two of them, as he walks down, as he jumps right onto the stage. You took out the military high-end villains. Let's test her power, shall we? Huh. And Endeavor's like, I'll test it. How about all of the pro heroes against me? Okay. As Endeavor's like, okay. As every pro hero that was in the facility was on the stage, but he, after it said start, every pro hero was knocked out in about 5 seconds. Or 1 second. Like he just tilts his head back, like, huh. Yeah, and as a and at first they couldn't believe that all the pro heroes were slain by one kid or citizen. That's pretty pathetic. Yeah. They couldn't believe that this kid's power or hand rivals anyone's. And basically, as healing, well, that was a good exercise for a while. as they couldn't believe that this kid, or that was during the camp part. So, yeah. Now, all were one against All Might. All Might was down, but Suzuku came out of nowhere. And All for One says, I know it was you that took out all my highest, very dangerous men. Guess you are the same thing too, aren't you? Well, let me think of something. As he makes a giant war hammer that's bigger than a mountain lady. He needs transformation. And like, eat this, you jerk. As they thought he was gonna dodge it, but the wax fruit holds All for One in place. So basically, yeah, hits him flat as a pancake. As he says, huh. As his skin. So, yeah. Zuko was basically beats a snot out of All for One. Huh? And like, he grabs the he saw what every student Quarks does. So he starts doing them. So yeah, like basically class 1A all the way to B. So yeah, the how their powers react. And yeah. So he used the pony's attack mixed with Dinky's attack. So both of them, like fusion attack that Zuko used, you're straight through. As the sorry, I was young, so as they couldn't believe that he huh, he opened like a hole for him to grab All for One's quirks and crushed them in his hand, killing him. As he like, that was fun, but not my style. Need to work on is my timing on my hammer. As all of them couldn't believe, even Mountain Ladies, when she was transformed, when she saw how big the hammer was, yeah, she was like, man, this kid's quirks is insane. As, yeah, as, as Zumi says, good job, brother. As, yeah, as they couldn't believe, all of them couldn't believe that Zuko being the number one villain in all of Japan, and he also beats hates the yeah, and plus Nezu's like, if this kid at first he wanted to be a hero, but we turned him away. That was a bad move on our part because but instead of punishing us for it, the well, as Mr. Zhao says, well, we had to accept him to be in Class 1A because with all that power and his like disposal, I think I know, or as Midnight says, I think I know why that he didn't do the robot part hurt because there was too many people around and plus all that stuff. Yeah, maybe you're right. Huh. Well, let's make him do that robot parts. Okay. So they asked Zuko if he could do a robot parts before they and Yumi told her school friends of Zuko is gonna come to UA. As they're like happy about it. They need somebody like Zuko that can instantly do things. Hmm. Things. So he basically went a little bit different from canon, but one day he saw his true power. Like, he turned into, like, what Plastic Man or whatever his name is. Or Rubber Man. He basically went and devoured. We stay hungry, we devour. As he like and as he's beating the 1 pointers, 2 pointers, 3 pointers to godly level. Basically, he is a new holder of one, or he's a new holder of the record. As All Might gave his one for all to who actually to who Zuko, because Zuko was basically him believe gave that Zuko had enough power or to, or actually All Might gave that one for all to Zuko after like all that stuff. So then when he basically makes like, of course he actually had contact with her as when to come back from land of the dead or to the land of the alive. And she says, sure. As to see All Might again? Yeah. As he, when Shraki said heard him talking to some weird voice, but he knew which voice he's talking to. As he asked Zuko to let her out, so he did. As he says, good to see you, Grandma. It's good to see you too, grandson. Or Shraki said. And like, so yeah. So last week, I'm skipping the overhaul fight, but all the way. So yeah, last week I did what if Deku was Chopper, and after that, the what if Deku had a wacky fruit. That it's this one. So peace out.